Hi everyone, so I've decided to do a video, I might do these once a week, where I reply to a specific comment left on one of my videos by a particular subscriber or person who's commented, because I don't know if they've subscribed for sure. Um, so because I get a hell of a lot of questions, and I do read most of them. If I get notified by YouTube, I'll read as much as I can. But then, as well as that, I also try and reply to some. And then I obviously get a bit cocky with people if they're being a bit idiotic with me and nasty to me. So yeah, there's also that. I got a comment off Drag My Corpse 1. Let me just pull it up here because I need to read it in order to reply. It is a comment on my How to Pierce Yourself video, and in the video I said that I had done some research online and found that, found stories for you people to sort of scare you and make you realise that piercing yourself is not always a good idea. And I said that the first story I told was of a young boy that died because he got pierced in a shop. Now, obviously, that was bad luck, and that particular shop wasn't obviously a great place to go. So, you've got to take everything with a pinch of salt, do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean that every single professional shop is going to be like that, because then they would be out of business if they killed everybody. Anyhow, Drag My Corpse 1 said, I agree with this, but you have to know young boys and girls, or girls and guys, are going to do this anyways, so you probably should have explained a safe way of doing it. If you know how to clean your shit and keep it clean, then there's nothing wrong with doing it yourself. Your point was contradicted by the fact that if a professional doesn't know what they are doing, then we're probably better off doing it. Okay, let's start off with I agree with this. Fantastic. But you have to know young girls and guys are going to do this anyway. Yes, I absolutely agree, and I entirely do realise that. If you know how to if you know how to clean your shit and keep it clean, then there's nothing wrong with doing it yourself. This is where you go wrong in your comment. If you know how to keep it clean post-piercing, perfect, great. If you know how to be hygienic and just wash your piercing once a day, leave it alone, don't pick it, don't rub it, don't do anything else with it, don't change the jewelry previous or before you're supposed to, etc., great. There's nothing wrong with doing it yourself. There is. For a start, you have no experience, you have no medical knowledge, you have not studied the anatomy, you have not gone and done a 3-4 year apprenticeship, you have not had anybody show you or instruct you. You also do not own a £5,000 autoclave by which you can sterilise your equipment. You probably do not know where to buy equipment from. You probably can't afford to buy an autoclave to sterilise your stuff or your shit properly. You also probably, if you can afford to buy equipment and to pierce yourself, you probably can't afford to buy good equipment, and therefore will probably buy cheap stuff. My point was contradicted by the fact that if a professional doesn't know what they're doing, I never once in that video said that not any of the professionals didn't know what they were doing. What I meant was that if a person had gone to a professional and had still managed to contract an infection, that could have been entirely up to the boy's own fault. It does not mean that the body piercer was incorrect. It does not mean that the body piercer did not know what she was doing. It did not mean that the shop that he went to was dirty. It meant that somehow he managed to contract an infection that killed him. So I did not say that the professional does not know what they're doing. and you are most definitely not better off doing it yourself, because you are not getting sterilized stuff. You cannot re-sterilize stuff or sterilize it first. The jewelry that you're probably putting in is not sterilized, because you're probably buying it from a supermarket or a stall or Target or Hot Topic or some shit place like that, and not sterilizing that first, because most of the jewelry that the places sell is not sterilizable. Burning it, boiling it, pissing on it, it's not going to sterilize it. So that is my answer to your comment. I would have typed it, but it would have taken too long, and it probably would have not let me post all of that. So yes, if you want to pierce yourself, then go do some medical training, go to medical school or something like that, get an apprenticeship in body piercing, buy an autoclave, spend a good £8 on an autoclave, spend the rest of the thousands of pounds on the rest of the equipment that you'll need, and use yourself as a guinea pig before you pierce any of your friends. And that is how you go about piercing yourself safely and keeping your shit clean, I guess. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, by the way, to this young lady who has posted this comment. I am merely replying, and I do think I'm going to pick out some other comments, be they good or bad, contradictory, people, you know, with their own opinions. I'm going to pick out one, I think, once a week and reply via video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope that this gets my point across over a few things, and I hope it kind of, you know, opens up people's minds and makes them think a little bit more as well. So yeah, take care and see you guys soon. Bye.